Hey everybody, welcome to the What Did I Play video for the week of June 6th to June 12th. In this video I'm going to discuss the board and video games that I played during that week. Two board games this week. The first one is Carcassonne. I got my copy of Carcassonne back, and I like that game. It's one of those old, one of the original classic of the new millennium of golden age of board games. I like Carcassonne. It's a tile placement game. You take turns alternating people laying down little tiles that have like city, field, and roads, and you have to connect them, and you get points by putting a little meeple that scores points when you complete roads, fields, or cities. It's good. It takes like a half an hour. It's a lot of fun. I think it's good with two people. It goes up to 5, I think, but that's way too many. I really enjoy it. I think it's a good strategic game with two people. The score, I lost, I think. Yeah, I lost to my wife. She beat me fairly handily. But I think it's a good quick playing game. I can see why it has the appeal that it does. It holds up really well. I enjoy it. I have not played with the Abbott or River expansions yet. I don't know if that's worth it. Anyone has played it, let me know if I should try that out or just keep going with the base set. I like the base set enough, and I think I've mentioned before that I'm not big into expansions, so that hasn't been the case of playing them. But that's it, Carcassonne. Second game I played was Evolution. I think I mentioned that in the last week's video. I played Evolution last week with 6 people or whatever the max is, 6 or 7, I think it's 6. And I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought about the game afterwards after playing it, but I wasn't sure if the high player count was good. So this week I played with 2 people, and it's mostly the same game where it's a card playing. You lay down cards that build up your species' different traits, and they can interact, and whoever eats the most food by the end of the game wins. So I played with 2 players, and the 2-player is a little bit different. You take turns when revealing cards and doing things instead of when there's 6 people, everyone does everything at the same time to just speed up the game. And you can also get only 2 traits instead of 3 traits on each creature in the 2-person game. So it's a little bit more limited, but a little bit more strategic because you watch what the other person does, and then if they're building up their body size, you're like, oh, it's probably a carnivore, maybe I should invest in defense. And it has a little bit more of an ebb and flow to the gameplay as opposed to the 6-player. I thought it was too hectic. There was stuff going on all over. The person across the table, I couldn't see what their cards were, so it's like, I'm not going to pay attention to that person or whatever they do. They end up winning or whatever. But with the 2-player, it nicely goes back and forth, and you can sort of adapt your species to survive in whatever situation they're coming against. So I think my next goal is to play with 3 players, because I think 3 players is probably the best player count for it, because you'll get all the traits, you'll play with the entire full deck of cards, and it'll be a small enough player count where you can track what's going on. And I think so it'll probably end up being like Le Havre. I think Le Havre is best with 3 people. So it'll probably be something similar to that, but I'm looking forward to it. I really liked it with 2. It's way better than with 6. And I'd recommend it. Pick up Evolution and play it with like 2 or 3 or 4 people maybe. But yeah, that's it, Evolution. The only video game I've been playing this week has been Final Fantasy Tactics for the Vita. I bought it on the PlayStation Store, and it's been okay. I played Tactics a long time ago on the PlayStation. I bought this one kind of as a whim because I didn't want to play Final Fantasy IX. So I bought Tactics, which is like a strategy turn-based RPG on like a checkerboard grid. You have units. It's kind of XCOM-y in that people can die permanently. There's a permanent death. It's good. I don't think there's a worse translated game in like the history of the PlayStation, and the game is also terrible at explaining how you play the game. So I've been watching, the first time, I remember playing when I was younger, and YouTube obviously wasn't as big of a thing with Let's Plays and stuff like that. So I remember struggling through it and not really being sure of what I was doing, and this time I watched a Let's Play. I played for about half an hour in the Vita and got frustrated and got annoyed. Then I watched a Let's Play that explained like how you play and how the systems of the game are actually working in terms of like the brave and faith and what those things mean, which are like the characteristics of each person. So I think I have a better handle on it now, so I'm going to go back and restart it, see if I can do it. I also couldn't figure out on the Vita if there was a way to alter the camera angle, because it seems very flat. And I know there was a way to do it on the PlayStation. In the Vita there must be, I just couldn't figure it out. That's it. I'll figure out how it goes. Hopefully I'll pick it up again and be able to make it all the way through. But that's it, Final Fantasy Tactics. Cool, so that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I would recommend picking up Evolution if you haven't played it yet. I really enjoy that game. Otherwise, we just played Carcassonne, and I'm working through Final Fantasy Tactics. Let me know below which of those games you prefer, which are terrible. Give me all your opinions. I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you later.